I love my India. Get set. Which festival is also called the Festival of Lights? Diwali. When do we celebrate Republic Day? 26 January. Which of these is one of the famous monuments in Agra? Taj Mahal. You learned that there are 7 continents. India lies in Asia. India is a very big country. It is the 17th largest in the world and the second most populated after China. It has a population of more than 120 crore. In India, people speak many languages. India shares its boundaries with many countries: Pakistan, Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, China, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. Sri Lanka and Maldives are its nearest neighbors in the Indian Ocean. India is surrounded by the Bay of Bengal in the east, the Arabian Sea in the west, and the Indian Ocean in the south. Our national flag has 3 bands of different colors.
India is divided into smaller parts called states. It has 29 states. On June 2014, Telangana became India's 29th state. Every state has a capital. The states and their capitals. There are 2 types of government in our country: the central government and the state government. Both work together to ensure the safety and welfare of the people.
Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president of India. Fact-wise, Rajasthan is the largest state in India. Goa is the smallest. This is the Rashtrapati Bhavan. It has more than 300 rooms. Central government. India became independent on 15th August 1947. Independence gave us the right to choose the people who would govern us. This is done by having an election. During an election, people cast their vote and choose some people. These people then form the government. Only those whose age is 18 years and above can vote. The central government makes laws of the entire country. It has its offices in New Delhi, the capital of India. The President, the Vice President, the Prime Minister, other ministers, and the officers of the central government live and work in the capital. The President of India lives in the Rashtrapati Bhavan.
State government. It is difficult for the central government to solve the problems of all people. Therefore, each state elects its own government. It is called the state government. The state government looks after the welfare of the people living in that state. The governor, the chief minister, other ministers, and the senior officers of the state government live and work in the state capital, union territories. There are some parts of India which are not included in the 29 states. These are called union territories. They are governed by the central government. There are 7 union territories, including the national capital territory of Delhi, Union Territory and Capital, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Union Territory, Capital Port Blair, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Silvassa, Daman and Diu, Daman, Lakshadweep, Kavaratti, Puducherry, National Capital Territory of Delhi, Capital Delhi.
Quick recap. India is a big country. It is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. The central government looks after the whole country. New Delhi is the capital of India. The state governments govern the states. Some parts of India are directly under the central government. They are called union territories. A.J.P. Abdul Kalam, former president of India, passed away on 27 July 2015. He was popularly called the People's President. Answer the questions. Write the names of any 5 neighboring countries of India. Which are the 2 types of government in our country? Why is our country divided into states? How are union territories different from states? Think and answer. Which government looks after the welfare of the people of Chandigarh? The state government or the central government? Give reasons for your answer. Do and learn.
Our beautiful country. Get set. Learn the capitals of the following states or union territories: Himachal Pradesh, Lakshadweep, Bihar, Karnataka, Chandigarh, Chhattisgarh. India is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It has many landforms. Some places have mountains while others have flat land. At some places the land is made up of rocks. At other places it is covered with sand. Let us watch about these diverse landforms. The Himalayas are the highest mountain range in the world. Hills and mountains. A high land with a round top is called a hill. The Vindhya ranges in central India and the Nilagiri hills in South India are examples of hill. Very high hills with sharp tops, peaks are called mountains. The Himalayan mountain ranges lie in the north. There are many peaks in these mountains. Most of them remain covered with snow. In the mountain regions, it is cold throughout the year. Mount Everest on the Nepal-China border is the highest peak in the Himalayan mountain ranges, as well as in the world. Many rivers such as Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj and Brahmaputra originate in these mountains and flow down to the plains. These rivers are formed by the melting snow.
The Great Plains are also known as the food basket of India. Plains. Flat and level land is called a plain. To the south of the Himalayas lie the Great Plains of India. In the plains, summers are hot and the winters are cold. Rivers such as the Ganga and the Yamuna flow through these plains. These rivers have made the soil fertile. As a result, many crops are grown here. There is a narrow strip of flat land along the eastern and the western coasts of India. It is known as the eastern coastal plain and the western coastal plain respectively. These plants meet at Kanyakumari. Rivers such as the Narmada, Tabadi, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flow through these plains and fall into the sea. The coastal areas are neither very hot nor very cold. Plateaus, a high land with steep sides and a flat top is called a plateau. The southern part of India is a plateau. The southern plateau is called the Deccan Plateau. It covers the largest area of our country. The region is surrounded by hill ranges on three sides. It is an uneven surface. The land is hard and rocky. It is less fertile than the plains. There are many rivers in the Deccan Plateau. They depend on the rain for water. Some parts of the plateau are covered with thick forests. The southern part of India is surrounded by water bodies on three sides. This type of land is called a peninsula. And find out the names of water bodies that surrounded India.
Words to know. Landform. Natural features such as hills, mountains, plains and deserts. Fertile. Land on which plants grow well. Quick recap. India has landforms such as mountains, plains, palettes, deserts and islands. The Himalayas lie in the north. They have many peaks. The Great Indian Plains are very fertile. The land in the southern plate is hard and rocky. A large part of Rajasthan is desert. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands are the two islands group in our country. Deserts. A large area of land covered with sand is called a desert. In the northwestern part of India lies the Indian Desert, also called the Thar Desert. It covers a large part of Rajasthan. This area is hot and dry. Fact-wise, the largest desert in the world is the Sahara. It lies in northern Africa. The Sahara is one of the hottest regions in the world. Camels are the main means of transporting deserts. It gets very little rainfall. Very few plants and trees grow here. Islands. A piece of land surrounded by water on all sides is called an island. There are two types of islands in our country. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie on the eastern side in the Bay of Bengal. The Lakshadweep Islands lie on the western side in the Arabian area. Many tourists visit the Andaman and Nicobar Islands.